Goodyear here. Just wanted to give you an overview of how to use Boost. Boost is a online marketing platform for your listings. This happens automatically as a way to save you time, and where Village will start marketing your properties automatically. So if you have a residential property from $195,000 or more, either a single family home, condo, etc., anything in the residential category in MLS, this will happen automatically. So if you want to check on the status of this or manually boost any of these listings after the Village paid portion of it is over, then I'm going to show you how to do that. The first thing you do is go to a website and you go to boost-villagetn.homespotter.com. And you'll get this login page here. You sign in with your @VillageTN email address. So mine, for instance, would be zach@villagetn.com. And then type in your password. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and just type in your @VillageTN email address right here and click send instructions, and you'll receive an email with instructions on how to do this. So what happens in the automatic portion of this is that once you log into or once you enter a listing in RealTracs, within a few hours, you're going to receive an email from Boost, and it will show you instructions on how to go ahead and edit any photos, any description. Otherwise, it will just say, if you don't do anything, this is going to happen automatically. So you don't have to do anything, but there are a couple of things that you can do in order to make it a little bit of a better experience and have a better reach. My suggestion is to do one primary thing in addition to what happens automatically, and that is to enter your seller's contact information. What this does is if you enter your seller's email and or phone number, then if they have a social media account, either through Instagram or Facebook, associated with that email address and or phone number, and they happen to log into one of those two social media platforms over the next 5 days, then they will most likely see the ad and see that you're working for them. So when you do log in, you're going to see a dashboard. And so your first thing up top here is just showing how many campaigns are running. It defaults to the last 30 days. You can see this all time, this month, last month, etc. But it defaults to 30 days. So we have had 3 listings get boosted in the last 30 days. And so it shows those right here. And I'll show you what you can see on those in just a second. But it shows that we've had 3 campaigns. Of those, 375 clicks have happened on those campaigns, and there have been over 7,000 views. So that view just means that that has shown up on somebody's social media page as a sponsored post in their Facebook feed. We don't have any running campaigns because these have all ended. But if you'd like to run an additional campaign, I'll show you how to do that. One thing that's neat during the process, if somebody sees your ad, first off, this is targeted to a pretty specific audience based on algorithms that this company HomeSpotter uses in order to identify likely buyers in the geographic and price range specific area where your listing is. So if you receive a lead, this is what it looks like. So, for instance, this came to me, and the subject was Hayden Smith Terry unlocked listing information from the boosted listing for 714 Centerpoint Lane. And it says that they've requested more photos by tapping unlock with Facebook, meaning they didn't have to log in or anything. It just said, hey, you want to see more? It gives them a little teaser, and then if you want to see more, they can do that. And then Boost will send them the photos, but it sends me or you their email address. So the best thing to do would be to follow up and just say, hey, thanks for asking about more information on the property here, 714 Centerpoint Lane in Nashville. If you'd like to see the home in person, let me know. I'd be happy to show it to you. If you have any further questions, feel free to let me know, and I'm happy to answer those. So that is one email that you may receive. You'll also, every day, you will get an overview, and you can set your sellers up to receive these as well for an activity report. So in this one, for instance, for 614 Monroe Street, we've had 12 people that have engaged that. 154 clicks on that one listing, and almost 2,200 active views, or people that have viewed that listing. So that just shows your seller that you've gotten their home in front of 2,200 potential buyers, people who Facebook or Instagram, based on their analytics, have deemed to be interested in real estate. Sometimes you'll also receive something that says something along these lines. For instance, I asked Zach to click on something when he saw, just so I would get an email, and so he clicked like on one of the Facebook listings, which this is what it looks like on Facebook, where it says Village Real Estate Sponsored, ready for new home. Check out this 1 bed, 1 bath in Nashville. Experience elevated turnkey living, 19th floor residence with expansive floor to ceiling views, windows, dot, dot, dot. All of that is pulled from the RealTracks description. That's the photo. That's my photo that I've uploaded in Boost. So you want to do that. And then through your dashboard. And then it just has a little bit of extra info. So that just gives me a snapshot of what those listings look like. So let's go back to the dashboard. And just by the way, if you do click on down here below that, if I was to scroll down, it lets you see the listing on social media. So you can look at that, and it says where it was on the Facebook page. It doesn't actually show in the Facebook feed. So the Village Facebook feed doesn't get clogged with all these listings, but it looks like it's being shown on the Village Facebook feed. And so if somebody wants to click learn more, they can do so. And then it takes them to a page where they can either call me, email me, or text me. If it says get address, that will ask them to continue with Facebook. So if they click get address, it says, hey, you want address and directions? Unlock with Facebook. And then back to this email, you will then get an email saying, for instance, Zach Goodyear has just requested more photos or requested the address by doing unlock with Facebook. But you can see all the information that this has. It shows, generally where it is, but it not specifically. Has a little bit more information. They could do a payment calculator, so it could do that. It lets them plug in a few things, and it takes them there a little bit down the way, but then it asks them to continue with Facebook and sends you whoever's looking. For instance, in this case, it would be me. That person's contact information shows that you're the listing agent, etc. So if you go back to the Boost dashboard, there are a few things that you can do. One, you've obviously received an email with all of the potential leads that you've received. If I wanted to export those, I could do that right here and export those. But let's say that, I've got a listing in Sitting. The 5-day boost was nice. Village paid for that, but I want to go ahead and do it again. So I could click right here, View. And once I've done that, it will show me what these listings look like. So it will show you the Facebook version, and then you can click and see what this looks like on Facebook or on Instagram. If you'd rather see that, this shows an example, or actually what it looks like on Instagram. But if we go back, we can, and then this is on the display ad. So this sometimes shows what it looks like, on the web. So for instance, if they're on a, whatever website this is just a pretend website, but it would show in one of these Google display ad spots. So that just gives you an example. If you needed to show your client what it looks like, you can do that. But right here where it says boost again, if I wanted to boost this again, I could click boost again. And then it gives me a couple of options. It gives me an option to, one, review the ad. Maybe I'm going to change it and say, new price or whatever, right? Edit photos and layout. If I wanted to change the photo, I could do that. Change any descriptions there. I might say new price right here. Again, you can customize that. The gated versus ungated, the difference there, you can click here and get a specific question about what the difference is. But the gated means it's going to try to capture those leads. So it will say continue with Facebook. I would suggest that, and then that way you get a good way to track people who are potentially interested. There's new people, so using HomeSpotter's default intelligent targeting to find people who are in the market for a home based on where your property is located, or your sphere. If you wanted to upload your own sphere of influence, you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and just do new people and select your plan. So you can do it for $49, and that promotes it on Facebook and Instagram with an expectation of 2,000 to 3,000 views, $90 for 4,000 to 6,000 views, and $124 for 6,000 to 9,000 views. So let's say I want to do it for $49, and we could do it. That's for 1 week. If I wanted to do it for 2 weeks, it's going to add $41. 3 weeks, it's going to add $74, etc. So you can customize that. And then down here, based on whatever you click, it's going to show you the total amount right down here. So hopefully that makes sense. If you like that, you can check it out, or check out rather. Check it out. Check out the checkout. And then you just input your credit card. It gives you a quick overview of what you're doing, and you can pay with your credit card. And that's pretty much it. So you can add a credit card to do that, and then you're good to go. So if you have any questions with that, let me know. But that's pretty much the general overview of how Boost works. You can target if you're having an open house as well. I think an open house option will pop up there if you want to promote the open house. Again, it pulls everything from RealTracs, so it knows pretty much what the specifics are real time with RealTracs. So that's it. Hopefully that's helpful. And if you have any questions, let me know.